Well, hello there, ladies, gentlemen, and anyone else tuning in. Welcome to the Peaky Podcast. It's me, your host, Peaky Arrow, and today we've got two guests. We may have more, we don't know. But for now, we're going to have to deal with Mr. Ian and this New Mexico dick face that is Gilbert.
Oh, hello, everybody.
I
did not see you there.
Well, welcome on in, boys. So before we get into this week's podcast, I have an announcement to make that you two may or may not know because of the Discord. But I made a decision when it comes to some of my content. Now, it wasn't an easy decision. I spent a lot of time thinking about it because it was something I made the decision 2 years ago about as well. Now, for those who are new to the channel, 2 years ago, I was Twitch affiliate. So I spent 5 days a week, 5 to 6 hours a day streaming live on Twitch. And I was making a pretty penny doing it, but burnout happened. And then a lot of stuff happened on Twitch's back end, which they just weren't sorting out. So I made the decision to leave the platform and focus on YouTube content for the future. Now, as you all may know, I do games live streams now and again here on the channel, and I want to do more of them because I enjoy playing games live. But they don't do well on YouTube as a live stream, they do well as a VOD. So I've made the decision that as of Sunday, I will be back streaming on Twitch.
Okay.
I will be back on the original account that is Twitch affiliate still.
Nice.
And which I'm not going to force anyone to subscribe. Like, you can go follow. Following is basically the subscribing of YouTube. It's free. But if you want to subscribe, it helps me out because it makes me want to be able to put more into both types of content. So I'm going to put my link in the chat. There's the Twitch. I can't rename it just yet because I ended up renaming it from the Peaky Arrow to just Peaky Arrow accidentally, and I've got to wait 2 months to be able to rename it again.
Oh,
lame!
So
You're lame, Twitch.
It will go to the Peaky Arrow Productions, the same as the channel, the YouTube channel. So all my branding will be under one name. And like I said, I will be returning on Sunday with a pretty lengthy stream.
What's your first game, Chris?
SteamWorld Dig. It's like SteamWorld Dig, but it's like a town building simulator, kind of like City Scaper and the Sims type.
You know what that reminds me of? And I'm going to show my age now. The SimCity games back in the day.
Yeah, it's basically like SimCity. But it's based in the SteamWorld Dig. But I have got another game here that I want to play. That I got for free that I was going to stream on the channel.
Oh God, I know exactly what game you're talking about. No,
and it's probably the best game released in 2023.
Bold claim, Picky. Bold claim.
And it is Skull Island: Rise of Kong. It's game of the year. It's game of the year, Gilbert.
Oh my God, that is the room for video games. That's what that is. That is. It's as if Tommy Wiseau made a video game and decided to put it out to the masses, and you got it.
No, it's game of the year. I'm sorry, it's game of the year.
It's not even game of the week.
Who we got in the chat?
Game of the day might be pushing it, I think, but
Gap should be back in a minute because he was here just before we started. We got Mr. Rolando.
Hello. And I saw Baz and Gap poking around.
Yeah, yep. Baz said he's just having dinner and he might pop on. You're more than welcome to jump on, Baz.
Scarf it down, boy.
So yeah, there's the Twitch, everyone. I'm excited to see how this is going to play out, trying to run 2 different types of content creating channels.
I feel like we should get some dry ice and smoke machines and just have you walking out and going, I'm back, little girl.
Start,
Stars in the eyes, exactly.
start bringing, some like guess who's back again type situation.
Exactly.
Oh, I was gonna say, have you walk out like John Cena, and have like lights and smoke and all kinds of explosions going off.
That's, yeah. So okay, Gap, how you
Hold
doing?
the belt above your head.
So
Okay. For the chat, what entrance would best suit Peaky? We've just had a bit of a.
do you know what? I think the only music that would suit me walking back out onto Twitch would be the Peaky Blinders theme, which is Red Right Hand.
Well, quite right too, but we've got about to chat their opinion.
You and your Peaky nonsense.
You guys, this hat. So my Peaky hat that I've got on stage, just a sneak preview to what you may see me wearing in an upcoming live stream.
I have a sneaking suspicion, knowing you as I do, what direction.
So, for those who may or might not know, we were meant to do the podcast last Friday, I think.
Yes, we were.
But I ended up having to reschedule it because I had some family issues go on, and also I was at a convention last Saturday. And I've actually got some cool things to show off from that convention.
Nice, yeah.
Well, let's see them.
So I'm going to get to the autography stuff in a bit. But for those who know, I absolutely love Ghostbusters. And I've got a little Ghostbusters shrine / collection shelf. And for a $5, I managed to pick up this guy.
Oh,
the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Yeah.
And like, what I love about it is I didn't realize when I got it, it's got posable arms.
That's awesome.
Oh, that is amazing.
And like
cool.
The wrists turn and everything. Like, but like, I didn't realize that when I bought it. I just saw it because it was literally on the table. It was like that. So I was like, all right, well, this is a little statue, but I found out that like the arms move. I was like, that's wicked.
That's cool. That is really cool.
I quite like that. So that sits on my shelf next to me Ecto 1. And I also found for like £2 one of the dogs. One of the dogs, which is fully posable. Like you can.
Oh, that's the shit.
Oh, super.
Like, which I think was pretty cool. I just need to try and find another one. If I could find a second one of these.
Yep, I have two of them
side by side. And I have a Gozer figure. So I could have the two dogs standing either side of Gozer, which would look.
That would look.
Just throwing that dog on the floor. We'll get him later. Now, the younger audience, if there's any younger people here, may not recognise this character. But I spent £10 on this guy, which may seem a little bit spendy, but I had to. As soon as I saw him when I was rummaging for a toy bin, I had to get him. But do you guys recognise this handsome chap in the suit and with the bow tie?
Oh, for heaven's sake!
Is that a Ghostbusters thing? Because I don't.
No.
Yeah, I don't recognize that.
Oh. No one, Piggy.
I want to know if anybody in the chat can recognise this guy. Nice close look.
Not to do with Toys R Us, is it?
Oh,
is it the Toys R Us giraffe?
It's Jeffrey!
It is the Toys R Us giraffe! Oh my god! I'm so old.
Now, like, £10, right? And it's like bendy, so like you can bend the arms and everything.
Oh, that is the best random bargain buy ever.
I thought £10 is a random ass find. Is brilliant.
That's ridiculous.
There we go. Gap's brought it up. It's Jeffrey the giraffe.
Funnily enough, complete random pointless fact about me, I had a stuffed little giraffe called Jeffrey as a kid.
I think everybody resonates the name Jeffrey with a giraffe just because it fits.
I was falling over. I was stumbling around YouTube as you do, and I fell over the original Toys R Us advert from the 90s. So that was a nice bit of nostalgia.
Now, so moving on to what I took some stuff to the con with me because I was meeting some amazing actors. One of them, which we all have the famous debate of who shot first type conversation, and that was Mr. Paul Blake.
Nice, you got Greedo to sign your thing.
And he signed my Power of the Force 50th anniversary Greedo. I actually asked him who shot first because I wanted to know what his answer was. And
it's obviously Han.
He said Han, and he said even in the script it says Han shoots alien.
Well, that's racist. He's a Rhodian, not just an alien.
Yeah, but in the script it was
I know.
Han shoots
before
alien.
They call it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Han did shoot first.
Han shot first, and that's coming from the actor himself. And he said that whole cantina scene took him 5 days to shoot.
Okay.
It took them almost a week to shoot just that, like a few of those cantina scenes, and there isn't many in the cantina.
There's probably a load of them on the cutting room floor for all we know.
Which like back in them days, back in the what is it, 80s, 70s, late 70s, early 80s, depending when it was filmed.
I don't think that, yeah.
That's quite a long time to film just a couple of scenes. It's 5 days.
There's a lot going on in that scene, man.
But he said that like there's some aliens that are on set that you don't even see in the film because they're like they were all on strings in the background, but some of them don't get seen in the film.
Mm-hmm.
And I asked him about what it was like working with Harrison Ford, and he said, you know what, he said that he's absolutely hilarious on set. That most of Han's lines were ad-libbed by Harrison Ford.
I can believe that Harrison Ford.
Harrison Ford just completely went off script a little bit because Paul said that the script was just so dry and bland to begin with. It didn't have any of those like witty one-liners and that little bit of comedy thrown in there. That was all done mainly by the cast.
Yeah, I've heard similar stories, which is obviously a good thing.
Yeah, which I completely blew my mind. And I also took one of the best films ever made to ever come out of the 80s.
Yes,
one of the
definitely.
best soundtracks done by one of the best rock bands ever.
Absolutely, no question.
British band as well, which is even better.
Of course.
Which movie is this?
And it's Flash Gordon.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Right. And I met Prince Voltan, Mr. Brian Blessed himself, who not only famously played Prince Voltan, but he was in a wide range of other things. He was Boss Nass in The Phantom Menace.
He was in Blackadder #1.
And he was in Blackadder Series 1 as well. And Gap got it straight away, Queen.
Was Brian Blessed in Tarzan? He was, wasn't he?
Yes, he was the hunter.
The hunter character. Oh, for God's sake.
Yeah, he was in the animated Tarzan film.
Yeah.
I forget what the hunter's name, Clayton.
Yes, I met him as well back in Liverpool, just before the pandemic hit.
I actually have a photo of me and Brian together. Like, I'm not gonna lie, that happiness that you can see on my face there was good. That wasn't put on for the camera. Like, I was genuinely I had a bit of I've met stars and everything from cons before, and I've met voice actors and people that have done stuff in video games and developers and everything like that. I think meeting Brian was my very first kind of like, fuck type thing of like, I've only had that with one person, and that was meeting Steve Cardenas, who played Rocky from Power Rangers. Because I was like, when I met him, I was like, fuck, I'm eating a Power Ranger type thing. Like, I grew up watching you. And it was the same thing with Brian.
I think that's a good question for the chat, actually. What was your first, to put it in Chris's phrase, oh fuck moment?
Yeah, like what was your first oh fuck moment of meeting like someone you have seen in film, TV, or has voiced characters in video games? Like when was your like first like fuck? Like I'm stood right next to this person.
For me, it's gonna be Jason David Frank. Somewhat predictable, but I felt it. But I met a couple of actors before, and I was like, oh, very nice to see you. But then when I saw JDF, up close for the first time, shook his hand and all the rest of it, I got really tongue-tied. I'm like, damn it, it's Jason David Frank. I've only been seeing all the TV for the last 20 years, and now he's here, literally about 3 inches away from me.
Ian, you might buzzing a bit.
For me, I think it might be. Maybe Casper. Oh,
I was a mistake. There we go.
Yeah, but for me, I think it might be Casper Van Dien, the guy who played in Starship Troopers.
Oh, right, yeah.
I met him last year, and that was pretty cool.
Is that John Van Damme's son? Are they like related in any way?
They might be. I don't know. I'll check it out. I'll Google it and find out.
I also met this guy who none of you will know his face, but a lot of you may know a film that he was in earlier this year, and it was the Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey horror film. And was
that the guy that played Pooh? Was it?
That was the guy who played Pooh Bear. Yeah.
You're such a dork.
And I asked him, because they're making a sequel, and I asked him if he's going to be in the sequel, and he said no. It's a completely different suit actor, and they've even changed the suit for Series 2 as well. But he said that he's got a costume from the first film. And he said that he's going to turn up to the premiere dressed up in the original suit, and he's going to gate crash it. I said, that'd be brilliant.
That'd be awesome.
I think, fair play, but it was shot. That was shot in 2 weeks. That whole film was made in 2 weeks, and it was shot over here in Kent as well. So it was all filmed in Kent on location.
I still haven't seen it yet, but from what the clips I have seen, it looks pretty good considering.
It is. I've watched it 6 times.
Oh, you would. You
would.
Of
course I would. There's
my
also.
God, that movie looks so goofy.
I mean, that's another question for the chat. What's the weirdest?
RoboCop talking. You can play this.
When somebody turned around and said, I think it was you actually, Peaky, when you turned around and said they were making Winnie the Pooh as a horror film, I kind of gave you a really weird look to say, I beg your pardon.
Let me just pull that up, Gappy.
Yeah, hang on. So what videos is it? RoboCop talking? You can So what video is this then?
It's just short. I'm just going to pull it up on the screen now.
Very good. Let's see.
We shall look forward to seeing it.
Hurry up!
A little RoboCop for the first time in a long time recently.
My computer hates me today. I've been struggling all day with it.
Don't worry, I have days like that. Nothing worse. Here we go.
I've turned the thing off 6 times.
Oh shit! Yeah. No, that's nice. That's the one from the movie.
We gotta. Just
Dead or alive, you're coming with me. Thank you for your cooperation.
That was the Joel Kinnaman one.
If I had a pulse, it'd be racing.
That's actually pretty cool.
Remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. Suspect identified. Proceeding to location. You're under arrest. Targets neutralized. Detroit police, drop your weapon.
That's
I've got the automatic. Cover me. Dead or alive, you're coming with me.
that's actually pretty cool. Gap.
Not gonna lie.
Everyone, go and check out Gap After Dark and go subscribe to him. Do it, or I'll send the Peaky Blinders after you.
No, do it or read or send the cats after you.
And another person I met. Now, a lot of you Americans, if any Americans are watching this or anywhere else in the world, may not know this, but there was a British comedy show over here in the UK called Red Dwarf.
Which, by the way, is undeniably in the top 5 UK sci-fi shows of all time.
How many seasons are there? Ian?
Between 10 and 12 now.
Yeah, I think it's about 12. And there's like a movie, isn't there? That they did like a feature length. I'd say it's more of a feature length episode more than a movie.
Exactly, and there's only 4 or 5 cast members in the entire.
But
thing.
I met Arnold Rimmer himself, Chris Barry.
Nice. You got to tell Harrison that on Saturday.
Oh, wow.
Was he?
Harrison knows it.
Was he a sweet Chris?
And honestly, like he's an amazing guy. Like
he is. I think
I was chatting to him for probably about 20 to 30 minutes. Like I was there for probably about a half an hour just talking about Red Dwarf. Because obviously, I said that I grew up watching Red Dwarf, and he was like, "Yeah, you probably weren't alive when we first started airing it." And I was like, "No, I wasn't," but I can remember just getting hooked on it and just sitting there watching it on BBC Two, and then later BBC Three when that came out, and just watching Red Dwarf. And I asked him about the cast and everything, and and I asked him about one of the other shows that he's in that I've started watching called The British Empire.
Yes, that is very funny as well.
That is quite good. But I actually got his autograph.
Oh, nice.
One thing about the Red Dwarf cast so far, I've met 3 out of 4 of them. The only one of the primary cast I haven't met yet is Craig Charles.
Yeah, but he doesn't do many cons, so...
No, Danny Dog Jules is a genuine delight. I was wearing a mock-up of a Black Rider costume. He got the leather jacket reference straight away. And Kieran, he was wearing a unit jacket. And he jokingly called it, "I know it's a unit jacket, but I'm going to call you Pike," in a reference to Dad's army. So he was just genuine. And he had a t-shirt on at the time which said, "I'm going to eat you, little fishy," which we thought was brilliant.
And there was a guy in front of me before the Chris Barry photo up who had a Mr. Fribbles.
Nice.
Probably I don't know what that is. So
Mr. Fribbles was there was an episode.
Hang on.
And Mr. Fribbles was kind of like a hand puppet penguin thing that had glowing red eyes.
I've got a cosplay picture somewhere of me wearing the outfit with the flibble.
That's cool. Oh, are you looking it up now?
Yeah, I'm just bringing it up.
All right. Let's see.
And remember, Mr. Flibble is very cross.
All right, so let's see. Gap says, "Peaky, why do you have a cover on your hand? Have you been winking too much?"
No. So I suffer from carpal tunnel in my wrist and thumb. So when I've been sat here at the computer for too long, my whole wrist just aches and hurts.
Oh, shit.
And there's a little story behind that from what I was reading. Apparently, he only agreed to do that little scene if the other 3 cast members would also appear in the red gingham dress. Hence what? Hence why.
So this is Mr. Fribble. When it was like a hologram disease or something, Ian.
It was a holovirus because what happened was they They got onto a ship previously, and they got this They met this hologram, which was, shall we say, very deluded, and he got the same virus. So yeah, let's just say that the episode was very surreal but very funny. Season 5, Quarantine. I would strongly recommend you check it out.
It's definitely not promoting too much. Honestly, the worst time I get the pain is when I'm at work, because I work in retail. So the worst time I get that is when I've been at work. But yeah, this is Mr. Fribble for all of you non-Red Dwarfians.
The little puppet right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, start from the beginning. Mr. Flibble's very cross. You shouldn't have run away from him. What are we going to do with them, Mr. Flibble? We can't possibly do that. Who'd clear up the mess?
That's a demonic puppet.
That's Mr. Fribbles.
I must have seen that clip I don't know how many times, and I still find it hilarious.
Hi, Tom. How you doing?
Oh, Chris, that reminds me. If you want to meet another Blackadder cast member, the one and only Tony Robinson is heading over to Nottingham next year.
I saw that. Yeah, so cons for me are going to be a bit weird next year because I'm actually possibly working with Portsmouth Comic Con.
Oh, okay.
Oh, cool. What are you going to be doing with them?
I reached out to them because there was a vendor there who was talking. I was talking to them about cons, and I'm wanting to do a lot more different types of comic book conventions, and also obviously vlog them and record them and do some content with them. And I reached out to the con, and they're going to get back to me at some point when they start fully planning the event. I've asked if I can obviously work with them on obviously shooting some content there, possibly going there when everything's set up before it opens up to like the public and everybody who's bought tickets to record some B-roll footage around the con. And I said to them that I'm more than happy to help shoot some promotional videos for their socials as well as mine. Who's the yawning American?
None of your damn business. That's who.
So yeah, I'm hopefully going to be working with them. I heard back from a gaming convention yesterday about a creator pass, and unfortunately the channel didn't get creator pass again.
Lame.
But I'm going to continue striving to work on the content and trying to get the channel up there. I think we're at 549 subs when I last looked. So we're almost at 550, which...
Hell yeah, Peaky, you're almost there, man.
Well,
1,000, road to 1,000, everybody.
Honestly, like not just like the subscribers, but the views and everything else, like they're climbing. Like watch time, views, and subscribers, they're all climbing pretty well. We're on nearly 1,200 public watch hours on the channel already.
There you go. Hell yeah.
So
now go on Twitch and start putting all those people over here.
That's the plan. So hopefully with going back onto Twitch, I can pull people from Twitch over to the channel and vice versa, so I can continue to grow both of them. Mm-hmm. But we've got someone in the green room.
Is it?
All of you on the channel may know this guy. You may not. He's slightly bald, slightly Scottish.
It sounds like it's gonna be. It is. It's Baz.
It's the almighty Baz.
It's the Scotsman.
Right,
it's the Scotsman himself. Hello, Baz.
Hello there.
Hello there, General Kenobi.
also known as the representative of a very famous Scottish drink, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, that's bad.
Iron Brew.
Of course.
I also picked up something else, which came in the post today.
Oh.
And for those who don't know, I've been absolutely just loving Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3.
Too
Well,
much.
I can guess.
To the point where it has overtaken my life, more or less, because that's the only game I really play at the moment, even though I haven't been on the Xbox in about a week. Just because work's been messing me about, and I haven't been able to get on in the evenings.
Mm-hmm.
But I bought Baz's fault for this one. It's all Baz's fault because he told me about this figure.
FYI,
You got a ghost.
It's Simon Riley, aka Ghost.
All Baz's fault. Always Baz's fault. These things.
And what I love about this figure is that it comes with a little radio that pulls out of the pouch.
Nice.
Comes with an additional magazine, you can see, a pistol that comes out of his vest. And also, more figures need to do this. But the magazine actually
comes out of the gun. Oh, that's cool.
Like, I'm sorry, but more soldier figures need to utilize that, I think.
That is a brilliant feature.
I think some of the new Joe Classified figures does that as well.
And he also comes with a kit.
Oh, that's cool.
Which
Ian's destroying the place.
Which has a hood.
He always has.
Yeah, no, I quite like this figure. It cost me about 30 quid, but
heck off! I only paid 20 for mine.
Well, I couldn't find one for 20. I had to pay 30.
It's just because you suck. Website, man. It's stupid when they do that. They have it in the store, but they'll not put it on the site.
But I'm gonna try and get some more COD figures. I think I've found another toy line that I want to try and get figures in.
Well, I think at the minute, they've only done.
Hi, Billy. You all right?
Alex and Ghost.
Yeah, they've done Alex Mason and they've done Ghost so far.
Wave 2 is meant to be Pierce and Soap. And if there is, if Soap is if he's getting released, then I'd have to buy him.
Of course you would.
Soap McTavish, because he's a Scotsman.
It's exactly what I was going to say. It's because he's Scottish, isn't it?
Well, I feel
that version is Soap, but I want to have one that's more articulated than.
That is pretty cool, though.
These are like the first. These were like McFarlane's first.
Oh, what do you got there?
Sorry. I was just waiting for the opportunity to show off a couple of bits. So I will also play basketball.
Do you know what? I will make you full screen.
Right. So, a well-known online retailer, they had the Super 7 figures going for £5, ladies and gentlemen. So I had to pick up a couple of things. Because I don't always have the room for every figure that comes out, I decided to go for the non-lightning collection figures. So we start off with the rather excellent Return Revolto from season.
He sold it quite quick, Ian. So you were lucky to get him. He sold it quite quick. I kept watching it.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to get him nice and quick. Like I knew he'd go quite quick.
I think he sold it within like 2 days.
Yeah, I mean he comes with a sword and everything, so. That's kind of cool. Then we have, let me make sure I got the right one. What?
Babu.
So, yeah, no. Babu, I get it the right order. Babu, yeah. Babu, yeah. Babu, obviously.
That's Salacious's cousin.
That I thought I recognised the resemblance. Yeah, as I say, obviously it's part of the 5. Babu, obviously. if you remember, they were the team that created the very infamous monster called Shell Shock. That was probably one of their only sort of highlights.
The only thing I was kind of gutted about Ian, right? Even though that site had those on, I thought they would have maybe had Goldar. And
no, I
thought they would have sold Goldar and what's his name?
Oh, what are you thinking of? Mastermile?
His name's just went right in my head. The guy that makes the monsters, Finster.
Oh,
Finster,
yeah.
The whole for man.
To be fair, Baz, as you say, if they'd had all the Rangers, I'd have gone for the entire line. I've checked the back of the box. I've got a couple of Mega Dwarfs, so I might get those as well.
See, I'm just not into the Super 7 figures. They're not to me.
The only reason I posted it on the thingy, because we're £5, Chris, it was like it might be something that you're kind of cheap enough to pick up.
Nah. Not even for £5, I wouldn't pick up the Super 7 stuff. There's no point. They keep cancelling waves, or they'll release waves that are going to come out in like 5 years' time that they'll end up probably cancelling anyway. So, like, to me, at this point, I've invested a bit too much time and money into the Lightning Collection figures for me to pick up another figure collection of Power Rangers.
Well, I did a thing the day I went and ordered. I went and ordered a couple of Lightning Collection pieces.
What have you ordered, man?
What have you ordered?
Is it Minotaur?
Yeah. But let me guess. You ordered Minotaur from the Entertainer site?
Yes.
Yeah. £36.
And I also ordered Trainees Weightings as well. Because they were
the Power Daggers. I was honestly, out of everything, out of those two, I was also very tempted to pick up those Power Daggers. What were they like? £35?
Yeah.
That's a weird thing about it, Chris, because I was in yesterday. I was in my local entertainer yesterday, and they had it on the shelf, and it was $144.99. And I ended up getting a couple of Christmas presents out there for the wee ones. And the lassie that I came in there, she's like, "Have you seen the Lightning Collection Weightings?" I went, "I said £145." She says, "See you tomorrow morning." She says they're going down to £35. So as soon as she thinking that, I was checking it this morning. As soon as I seen them down to 36 quid, I fucking ordered them.
Yeah, I was very tempted. Like, at that price,
I mean, I didn't. But that's the weird thing about it, is that Entertainer says they weren't going to do any more Lightning Collection stuff.
Yeah, which baffles me of why they've got Minotaur and then the Power Daggers, because apart from those two, I hadn't seen any Lightning Collection stuff on their site since the Turtle figures came out.
Agreed. I mean,
I think it's like with Entertainer, Chris. I think they get like limited stock from other places, so it's not. But remember, it's the same with B&M's as like with the Super 7s.
Yeah.
B&M shouldn't really be selling those because they're like 50 to 60 quid a figure.
Exactly.
I think what they've done is that because of the pandemic and all the containers that are doing in Dover, all the companies that have ordered that have either went out of business or have had to shut down due to it, the stuff's been sitting there, so they've probably been auctioned off. B&M's probably picked up fucking half a dozen of them, and that's what's been in it.
When am I collecting the Destiny figures? At this point, probably never, because I'm probably not even going to play Destiny ever again after what.
It's weird. I've only got one Destiny figure, Chris. You see, try to get the rest of them. They're so expensive now.
Yeah, I honestly, I enjoyed getting back into Destiny, and I enjoyed kind of the grind of doing everything. But after what has happened at Bungie with basically them firing more or less everybody.
I've got something that's a little bit nostalgia for probably me and Ian.
Oh God! And the state of the game just isn't worth it anymore.
Man, I used to love playing Destiny, but it's kind of.
Oh, Ryan.
It has been doing a little bit.
What does the American collect? Patriarch.
What does the American collect? I collect pop figures, I got a bunch of pop figures all over here. I got
That's disgusting.
Got Halo Spartan collection. Those are hanging on me a while. I got some, just I got a few Marvel Legends stuff and a couple of Black Series figures, but I'm not really the collector that all you guys are. You guys are sitting here.
There's Bilbert.
Oh hell yeah, that is awesome.
I gotta admit, the Halo figures, the Spartan Assault the line they done was like probably one of the best Halo figure lines they ended up doing.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, like that's kind of what I get into. But again, I'm not nearly the collector that any of you guys are. I have like I see a cool thing and I buy it, but I don't really like follow the lines, or I don't really like wait for like the new releases.
My collection's nothing when it comes to like Baz's, because his is just.
I was going to say Baz makes the rest of it. Baz and Billy between the two of them, but the rest of us look like amateurs.
I was gonna say, yeah, you and Salacious, man, you guys may put us all to shame.
No, but the thing that I'm going to show off to is this might bring a little bit of nostalgia to Ian.
Of course.
Masters of the Universe.
Yeah, I picked this up on Black Friday off of Amazon for 11 quid.
Oh, you dummy dodger.
And it's the reincarnation of the 88 version of He-Man from the live-action movie.
So the Dolph Lundgren one?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
The Skeletor is fucking awesome. It looks like the Skeletor from the movie, but the head that's on, you have got the classic head as well, but the head that's actually on that is not.
You do realise, of course, I'm now looking onto Amazon to try and find that figure. Thank you very much indeed.
Yeah, that was another pickup I got on Black Friday as well. Reduced from 60 quid down to 18.
Nice.
Very cool.
And I did get an early Christmas present from my mum and dad.
Oh, yes.
It's the 1st of December.
But it's the things that my mum's going through the new Chris.
That's fair.
She's from and she's kind of worried at the minute, so.
Fair enough. What did you get?
I was surprised, right? I'm going to show off. I was quite surprised that my dad bought this for me, because my dad and my sister went out the other day there and picked this up from your local comic book shop.
Mm-hmm.
So I now officially own a Hot Toy.
Oh, okay. That's awesome. Well, it's not that the character's not awesome, but that thing is cool.
What do you mean? Travis Scott is amazing.
No, he's not. That was the worst version of the Mandarin they could have ever done. But still, though, Hot Toys are cool.
Yeah, but I liked how they retconned it in the films.
Somebody slap the American.
It even comes with his little throne.
Honestly, that's cool. Sick.
That is pretty sick.
That is like really cool.
I had said to them, it's like, for them to do that, I said, I don't want anything for Christmas now. I'm quite happy.
Hot Toys is another thing that I don't see myself collecting. Like,
I've always said to myself, Chris, I would love to have one, but man, you know how much Hot Toys are.
Exactly. That's the thing. Yeah. One, the price, and two, there's so many Hot Toys out there now that I wouldn't know which one I'd want.
I mean, there's one line. Oh, for God's sake, what's it called? It'll come back to me now. It'll come back to me at 3 o'clock in the morning. I remember seeing in America. I remember seeing an amazing line of He-Man figures bags when I was looking online the other day, and they were like 150 quid, and it was like He-Man on his battle cat, obviously. So I'll have to look that up at some point. But there was.
I'm going to ring Kate back because you're speaking to you next.
Okay, thank you for that. Oh yeah, okay. We've had a question from Gap Gilbert. What's your favourite pop?
Yeah, I think.
All right, I got a couple of them.
Sorting that out now. Right, hang on. Yeah, fucking American.
So my favorite one right now is probably the one that's like right now. It's the Starship Troopers one. I have signed by Casper Van Dyne. That's one of my favorites. My another one is probably my 20th anniversary Halo figure.
Oh,
like nice. That was like the only one I saw that when it released, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna pre-order. I pre-ordered that like 4 or 5 months before it came out, and I was really happy about that. And this is probably just nostalgia about. This is like the one my very first one that I've had forever.
Oh, Altair.
Oh,
yeah. I also have Ezio and I have Connor as well. But
oh wow.
Yeah, so I got all of those. Those are probably my favorite ones.
I agree with Zombie Gaming. Like,
I also got
they're poopy buttholes.
This is one that's pretty cool that I also like. I don't know. This is just one of my most enjoyed. Check this out. Got a Last Ronin figure. So.
Oh wow!
Those figures are cool as hell, though, man.
Yeah. So this guy has all of his like swords, all of his weapons. Like has 2 different heads that you can put on him. I'm trying to get the best that like not show the light, but then yeah, just yeah. This is probably one of my favorite ones in my entire collection. Not a pop, but it's like this is like the coolest thing I had probably own. But yeah, a sex toy collection.
Mr. Nobody's going to start having a sex toy collection by the sounds of it. I mean, fair enough.
I mean, if you're into that kind of thing, then go for it. But just keep it clean. The collection, that is.
No, keep it clean. If you met me, I'm the host. It's my podcast. We can't keep it clean.
I was talking about keeping the collection clean, not the chat.
Oh, keeping the collection. Oh yeah, the sex toy collection's under Gilbert's bed. I wouldn't want to know what's under Gilbert's bed.
Make me keep it clean. Make me.
Look, well, with you, Gilbert, that's practically impossible.
Oh, he's watched that dodgy movie.
Cosplay girls, man. That's whenever I go to a con, I always get them. I always get them cosplay girls.
Oh, Baz has got the hunchback.
Oh,
shit! What the hell?
that is.
Oh, that's awesome.
I need that figure in my life. What line is that from, Baz?
This is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles crossover with the Monsterverse.
That is a sick figure.
The other 3 have been released now. Because you get April as the Bride of Frankenstein, I think Splinter's Van Helsing.
Oh, that's awesome.
I managed.
And then you got the Invisible One, and then Casey Jones is the Phantom of the Opera.
Yeah, I could actually see that working really well. So out of any toy line, so this is to all 3 of you. Out of any toy line that is out there that you haven't dipped your toes in,
yes,
what would you collect if you could? Like, what would you?
Mystic Legions.
Are we talking about a toy line or a franchise?
Franchise as well.
Mine would be Mystic Legions. I would love to have one of those, but they don't. Nobody sells them over here, as far as I'm aware.
Yu-Gi-Oh! I'd say I want to tap into Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Pokemon.
See, I've got Yu-Gi-Oh! Figures.
See, Yu-Gi-Oh! Would be good. I don't know.
I've got Blue Eyes.
No, it was you that got me. No, was it me that got you buying the Digimon, or was it you that got me buying the Digimon?
We've both been made each other buy so much stuff at this point. But no, I've got so out of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Stuff, I've got Dark Magician, I've got Blue Eyes, and I've got Red Eyes.
Nice.
So
got those two.
I do want to get Exodia as well at some point.
Although a good friend of ours.
Yeah, that's the one, Baz.
You activated my trap card. Nah.
What I've done, Gilbert, is I've got the cards underneath the figures.
Oh, nice. Now that I do need to get to the Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards. You have reminded me, Chris.
I've also got just because again nostalgia. I've got an old fucking Mew card. One of those old the ancient Mew cards that came with the movie when the first movie came out.
Oh yes.
So, we want to talk about Pokemon cards. So I got these off of a friend of mine. So I wrote them.
Are they
I have got a lot of Pokemon cards. I don't even know which ones
I've got an original 93 Diglett.
Now that I approve. We like 93.
Is that original?
Although I was able to secure a Master Ball on pre-order recently.
And
thank God.
I got a Drampa.
Oh yeah, we like that.
But if I go into my little tin, this I got from a site, but it's the best Pokemon ever created.
Gengar.
Really?
Gengar.
Gengar EX Forgot.
That's a bold claim, isn't it?
Yeah, no, I was gonna say when Mewtwo exists, how are you gonna sit there and be like, "Oh, Gengar, the best Pokemon"?
Gengar's my favorite Pokemon, so I don't care what any of you say.
Okay then. For the rest, for the other two, and I'll come up with my favorite one in a minute.
Also, I love on
Pokemon?
the Rotom. So you know how traditional Pokemon cards have that background, have that back.
Yes.
So on the Rotom, it's different.
Okay.
Oh, that's cool.
That's the back on the Rotom figure, on the Rotom card. So obviously you guys said about your figures and stuff, like what collection you'd want to dip your toes in.
Mm-hmm.
For me, I saw tons of it at the con I was in, but it's probably Doctor Who.
Oh, that's a good one.
You've already got a darling behind you, haven't you?
I the only Doctor Who thing I have is the Dalek behind me on my desk. But what I really want to do is I want to get every single sonic screwdriver released and mount them on my wall.
That's cool. That'd be a cool idea. I like that. You also need to make one of your bedroom doors a TARDIS. You need to make it like a blue door with the police.
I've only got one door.
Oh well, there you go. Then you need to make the outside of your door when people enter your room, have it be at the TARDIS. So yeah, that's what Fulcrum Entertainment is. We're a Star Wars themed channel where we do all kinds of different like content. We mostly live streams, but yeah.
And there's someone here on the podcast that makes an appearance like almost every Saturday on your podcast.
Yeah. This freaking guy right here. He shows up a few times and suddenly he thinks he owns the damn joint.
Excuse me, a few times? I think I'm on there more than Harrison at this point.
I had to go and grab that just because you were talking about from Doctor Who. I mean, I picked that one up a few months back.
Oh, dude, the Weeping Angel? That's awesome.
Sick.
Entertainer B&M's is selling these for from $7.99 now. We've got them reduced.
Nice.
I only bought it for the Angel. I'm not too fussy about the other.
I really want to get the Sonic Screw. I think out of anything Doctor Who, I think that's all I would probably get is the Sonic Screwdrivers, just because there's way too many figures out there now for it.
There's one figure that I always look for when I go to like the charity shops and the boot sales, Chris, and that's the werewolf. I love that figure.
There you go, Gilbert. You got a sub.
Oh, hell yeah.
I saw another set of toys there that I didn't realise they made toys for. Now, I don't know if you ever heard of it, Gilbert, but Baz and Ian might. But over here, we had a show on ITV1 called Primeval.
Yes.
I didn't realise they made toys for it. They made figures for it.
You tap my phones.
Ian, I put your phone on the desk so it didn't fall.
Yes.
They've done all the main characters. They've done the monsters, dinosaurs.
Yeah, I had a look on eBay. I had a look on eBay for because they only had a few of the toys there. I had a look on eBay for just to see what other toys they did from that series.
Okay, go for it.
Come on, Kara. Come on. There we go.
Because there was actually a box set that was getting B&M's had it in for a while, and you were getting the 4 main characters plus you were getting two monsters with it.
Oh right, yeah. So I might dip my feet into that a bit as well.
They're just like the Doctor Who figures.
Mm. But yeah, no, I really they had the stall I saw at the con had all of the Sonic screwdrivers. They even had River Song's Sonic screwdriver, which
Nice.
I didn't realize they'd done a toy of. And yeah, I would have picked them up, but I don't know why I didn't.
Indeed they do. As it turns out, you can get it, find it right now for, oh damn, Okay, never mind. That's not River Song's one. That's the 14th Doctor's one. But still, it's like $70 to buy one of those.
I do want the 14th Doctor. So I recorded a vlog of the con, right? But the microphone that I have for my camera, the external microphone I have for my camera, isn't great, and the audio just isn't great. So I don't like releasing vlogs with really crap audio. You know, it's not an enjoyable experience. Like the camera, I'm like this with the camera. So the camera isn't that far from me. So the microphone isn't technically that far away from me. But it sounds like I'm 6 rooms away from the microphone.
Okay.
So I'm ordering a new one, which is it's like a Rode microphone that you see it has like an adapter that sits on top of the camera that's plugged into the camera, and then I have a microphone clipped to me here, and it's wireless. So I think I could be like 160 feet, like 160 foot away from the camera, and it will still pick me up clearly.
Oh, nice.
It's
Right, a question for you, then. You know that we're asking other questions. What's one of the best things you picked up this year, toy wise?
Ooh, good question.
So that is a good question. I don't know. Peaky, since you actually pick up toys more regularly, you answer.
Does
it have to be figure related?
No, just a toy.
Does it have to be toy related? Can it be anything?
Because I've got a couple of things that
I don't think there's one specific thing, like toy wise, that's probably been my favorite. But I do have something that I am really glad that I got.
What, your air gun?
No, well, it's to do with airsoft.
Your ghost mask.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That is cool.
Now I have actually found one that a bit like the one he has in the game, where it's kind of like the plasticky like type material, and then on a cloth mask, where you can see like his mouth move and stuff in the game.
Yeah.
I found one on Etsy where it comes with the lens protectors for airsoft for 115 quid.
Oh, nice.
Now I'm really tempted to pick one up because it's basically like that, but on a balaclava, which I prefer wearing a balaclava to wearing this. Because it gets really hot in this compared to a balaclava. It's weird. A balaclava just feels more ventilated than this on my face.
Yeah, I can see that.
So, 115 quid. I'm tempted to pick it up. Put it on.
Yeah.
And never take it off.
I have to take my glasses off.
Well, so long as we're showing off our wearable stuff, I think what I'm most proud of is probably my Red Hood mask. So I do cosplay it I usually cosplay at every con. So this is what I got. So I had someone 3D print this for me.
Take that off. I can't see with that on unless I have my contacts in. Now that's pretty cool.
I'm just gonna stay like this the rest of the podcast.
Do what you want. I'm not. I can't see if I haven't got my contacts on. I can't see when I'm wearing the mask.
Sight is overrated.
But if I've got to go toy related, I haven't picked up any Megazords this. Have I picked up Megazords this year?
I don't think you have, to be honest.
I have. I picked up the Dino Fury. I picked up the Dino Fury one. Yeah, actually, yeah. I think it might be the Dino Fury Megazord that I got for like 20 quid, with like, all the parts for it and all the additional Zords that go on with it. Like 20 quid for that was a steal.
Nice. For me, my main pickups this year were picking up a Zippy George and Bungle cuddly toys for £5.
Nice.
And I also managed to pick up the Super Train Megazord, which is ridiculously hard to find.
Yeah, you guys can see it just there on my camera.
for
Can't
40
see
quid.
shit. Yeah, and I could see shit in there.
And I think another thing that I've probably picked up that I'm really happy with is bit of shameless self promotion here, but it's my Peaky pin badges.
Yeah.
Which I'm going to be doing more of. I've got some other designs I'm thinking about making. I might make a Peaky podcast pin as well of the Peaky podcast logo.
I like the idea. You should, well, maybe if the movie nights take off, you should also do the Peaky movie nights thing as well. That'd be quite cool.
Do we have to sleep with you to get one of those? No. So now that I'm all done with conventions until I think April time next year is my next convention. I still have pin badges, stickers, and business cards that I want to ship out to people. So I will reach out to people probably in January if they want me to send them pin badges and stuff like that. Because right now, Christmas and like trying to mail stuff is just ridiculous.
Exactly.
So I'm going to wait until after Christmas to start mailing the stuff out. But they will more or less be probably in something like this, where you got the pin badge,
cool.
a sticker, and the business card, kind of like in a little pack.
Yeah.
Because that's what I done for the convention. I made packs of the business card, sticker, and pin badges, so it was easier to hand out to people.
Yes.
And everyone that I handed a pack out to loved the idea.
Nice.
And I'm going to reach out to some people in the new year on some indie comic book creators and a toy photographer that I met at the con on getting them on for some like an interview and kind of like talk to them about the stuff that they make and like the comics that they produce and stuff like that. So interview, you're muted, Gilbert.
Well, I look forward to watching that, Peaky.
Yeah, I want to do more interview videos. So I want to try and do more interviews with channels as well.
Yeah.
My one would probably be this.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, that's sick.
That is beyond amazing.
The Joker, the comedian. Hell yeah.
Yes.
That's sick.
It's on my list to get, man.
That is awesome.
Because these ones, they've only done 7,000 of these.
Oh, no kidding.
Let's just
We
say
are,
they're a bit on the pricey side.
We are at the hour mark, and I did say in our Discord that it'd probably be an hour-long podcast today.
Oh.
So before we close off, Baz, got anything coming up on the channel?
Not at the moment. I'm kind of taking a little break for the channel, but been talking to Dave, and we're going to try and do a Christmas special in the next couple of weeks.
Okay.
So, but you know what's going on in my private life now.
I think me and Ian know. I don't know if Gilbert knows if he's seen in the Discord.
I'm not in the right headspace to come in. I didn't. If folk ask me to come on, I'll come on, kind of thing, like yourself, and you asked us to come on, kind of thing. So I don't want to disappear, kind of thing. But
yeah,
No, quite right. So you've got things to focus on.
Ian, what's happening with your channel?
At the moment, I'm still mucking around with a few ideas. Probably the wrong time to launch at the moment, but I will launch in the new year. I might obviously be talking to you and Baz and others to get some input and launching off on the right footing.
I'm happy to help. Also, if you need any help with making like thumbnails or a logo, feel free to hit me up, Ian, because Gilbert knows the work I've done on like making stuff. Because I've made something for the Fulcrum Entertainment channel for the streams.
Yeah, he has. He does really good. So yeah, don't be afraid to exploit him.
Yeah, I'll happily help you out. And
my main concern at the moment is accidentally not getting copyright strikes. So I'm just trying to make sure that anything I do does not accidentally fall foul of YouTube's algorithms.
Yeah, that it takes a while to learn what you can and can't do.
Are you going to end the stream and I'll click the finger?
Not yet. Gilbert, what's happening with the Fulcrum Entertainment channel, my friend?
Well, we are actually. I was planning on today, in about an hour from now. I was planning on doing my own stream. I'm going to probably do a game stream of some sort. So, well, yeah, go check that out, and then check us out tomorrow because I believe we're just going to be doing another shoot the shit. Just should be you, me, and Harrison just chilling out and just talking BS, and that'll be fun. And then I don't know what Harrison has planned next, but next week at some point I'm going to be releasing another episode, or I'm going to be releasing my first episode of my audiobook series. It's Republic Commando Hard Contact, so we'll be doing that one. So yeah, but we'll be doing we'll be having some more stuff going on.
Because Harrison's just wrapped up the Darth Plagueis audio.
Indeed, he did. That's exactly. Yeah, he released Darth Plagueis about a week ago. I believe it was last Friday. So
I'm happy that the last episode is out now because it means that I can finally listen to that story. Because I was waiting for it to finish before I started listening to it.
Well, get on with it, Peaky.
Shut up.
Listen to the audio.
And Mr. E, you've joined as we're finishing up.
Shame on
you.
But hi, Mr. E. It's nice to see you actually in the chat again. So for those who don't know what's happening with my channel, is if you missed the start of the stream. Are these original audio stories? No, they're not. Are they?
These are other people's books that we're just reading and putting on our channel.
Yeah, you're just making an audio book out of stories that are already out, aren't you?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So,
I've the ones that I've listened to, they're really good. I highly recommend. So's mummy duties and all of that. Well, don't be a mum then. I mean, what? I love you really, Miss Detty. But yeah, if you missed the start of the stream, my game live streams are moving back over to Twitch as from Sunday. So if you haven't already, go and check out the Twitch.
So is it still the same? Is it still the same channel, or is it going to be a new channel, Chris?
No, it's the same original channel that I used to stream on Twitch with. So it's still affiliated. So I still have that. I still have that sub button.
Oh, that's nice then.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I was tempted to either because I hadn't logged into Twitch in God knows how long, and when I was logging into Twitch to watch people stream, I wasn't going to my channel, so I never really looked to see if I still had the sub button or not. So I didn't know if I'd lost it or if I had to redo my application for affiliate. And I just went on the channel and I saw it still had the sub button. So I was like, well, I might as well just keep this channel and just rename it to the PKR Productions. I've changed the banner. I'm redoing all the branding on it at the moment, which I'll probably finish up sometime tomorrow. I've got new emotes being worked on as well. So I no longer have access. The emotes that I did have got taken off of the channel for some reason. So I don't have any emotes at the moment. So I've asked someone to work on them. Ready for obviously the big return is in the new year, but I want to get a couple of streams in before then just to get back in the habit of going live on Twitch.
Yeah.
And also on the 16th of December, so in 15 days, we have something.
It's only 15 days. That's gone quick.
15 days until the the big fat Peaky quiz of the year. And honestly, I can't wait for this. I've been working on this pretty well for a good couple of months now since I had the idea. I have the questions written out.
Nice. Well, Well, we're all looking forward to it.
Is that
Indeed we are.
No, that's my next strange and mysterious story.
Not gonna lie though, I am slightly terrified of the question you're gonna come out with.
I seem to have misplaced my question sheet.
Well, that's a good start.
It's fine. I've got it on my PC, so it's absolutely it's absolutely fine if I've misplaced it because I still have it on my PC. All I need to do is I'm planning on making little plaque cards about that size with the questions written on. So I'm actually kind of doing proper quiz hosting.
Oh.
So I'm going to be stood up reading the questions on a card for you guys. First question: where is the sheet? It's basically for the Brits here. If you've ever seen Jimmy Carr do Big Fat Quiz of the Year, it's very similar to that. I've got a few guests coming on. I'm going to need to talk to a couple more to see if they want to come on. And basically, we're going to go over what has happened in the year 2023 in question form and test the knowledge of my guests to see how well they know of what's happened this year. I've got about 30 questions, so I've made I think I've made quite a good list of questions, to be honest. I sat there for about 4 hours writing these questions up, just going over news headlines that has happened in the year. And
well,
yeah.
we're all looking forward to it, buddy.
I honestly I can't wait to see what because it's going to be, to describe what it's going to be like, because we've got Salacious Rum as one of the guests.
No.
Jesus.
We're already going to get the bleeping machine on every time.
So it's gonna roll off the rails quite a lot. But
I just completely miscellaneous around.
The only thing that I've really got left to do is I need to figure out how I'm going to live stream it, because I'm not going to be sat here at my desk. I'm going to be stood up over there. So I still need to figure out how I'm going to do all of that.
Have you figured out our introduction yet, by the way?
So I've got everyone who's taken part so far. I've got the introductions written out. And I'm not gonna lie, Gilbert, yours was written out before I even asked you to be on. I knew exactly what I was going to say if you were up for coming on.
I'm looking forward to it. I haven't told me what it is yet, so I'm still looking forward to hearing what you said.
You're going to be taking the piss out of everybody then.
The introductions is me taking the piss out of everyone, yeah.
Oh, yes.
Because that's what I do. We all know I do that. And plus, I give Gilbert shit all the time over on Fulcrum Entertainment, so he expects it from me now.
Please, let me guess.
I've been quite nice to you recently, Gilbert.
I was going to say, that's what worries me. From what I've seen on your interactions, you've actually been quite nice to him, which is actually quite concerning.
Last stream, I was quite nice to him. I was holding back the insults and the abuse. And I've kind of held it back a bit today.
We'll see what happens later on.
Yeah, we'll see what happens tomorrow.
Let me guess, it'll probably be the least politically correct quiz we've ever heard in our lives.
I may get cancelled for it.
Oh, boy.
But, yeah. I just want to say thank you, everyone, for coming out and watching episode 5 of the Peaky podcast.
Been a blast, guys.
Great.
Hope you enjoyed it, guys.
It's been great having you. In the new year, I do want these more regularly, so these will probably become more monthly podcast episodes. So they will be once a month. So it'd be great to have you guys on more. I think this is probably going to be the last one until the new year.
That's cool. Well,
cool.
I've got the quiz just before Christmas, so then trying to get one in between Christmas and New Year is probably going to be too much hassle. So this will be it until 2024. So thank you, everyone, for sticking by and for watching and for joining in. And I hope to have more people on in the new year as well. Get more of a wide range of guests.
Exactly.
On the podcast.
Nice wide range of guests for you, don't we, Peaky?
And you never know. I may have kind of a set behind me in the new year for the podcast.
Ooh.
It's all right. Between now and the new year, Chris is going to go out and he's going to buy every single sonic screwdriver he can pick his hands on. Again, at the time the 1st of January comes, Chris will have them
like
up.
I said, in the new year, there may be some kind of set behind me. I'm working on something for the podcast, which has taken me since the very first episode I launched as the Peaky podcast. So episode 3, I think it was, when I officially renamed it as the Peaky podcast. I've been working on some kind of set and some kind of background, which it's taken me a long time because I didn't know what I wanted on it.
So we're going to see we're going to get the scenery of the A, whatever it is.
Just one condition, Chris, if you do manage to do it, make sure you do the whole TARDIS warble thing when you enter the podcast next time, yeah?
In bed with the Peaky set, okay.
Gab, if you want to get in bed with me, you've just got to ask, and I'll send you my address, and you can climb into bed with me, okay? You don't need to keep trying to, just ask the question. Anyway,
have a good
I've rambled on enough. Thank you, everyone. I'll see you all on the next stream, and I hope to see you all over on Twitch in the future on my streams.
Yep.
But peace out, everyone.
Peace out, guys. Have a good one.
Remember,
everybody.
Gilbert is a dickhead.
well.